Who is ready to grab question number 21? Describe a time when you organized a happy event successfully. Who is ready to explain it? Just hurry up quickly. Anyone?
I'd like to try.
Sure, you can.
Um, One of my favorite moments was helping organizing a family reunion. It wasn't anything fancy, but just a simple gathering at my grandmother's house. And but it meant a lot because some of us hadn't seen each other in years. And the hardest part while organizing it was getting everyone to agree on a date, because there was always someone busy. But when it finally happened, it was so worth it. We cooked traditional food, shared stories, and even played music together. And this moment reminded me how important family is, and now we are trying to make it a yearly thing.
Yes, this is a cue card. We are supposed to explain it for 2 minutes. In speaking part, we have 3 parts. Anyone else would like to describe the same question? Question number 21. Yes.
Shall I try?
Okay.
Uh, 1 month ago, in my home, the my nephew birthday party. So I organized my nephew birthday party with more decoration like some balloon and other decoration like lighting and other things are decoration. So I decorate the whole walls of my home. So then I made some food uh, for my for my nephew birthday party on my nephew birthday party. So I made some biryani and koftas and other dishes in sweet. I made kheer and custard. So the guests were coming in my home. The whole family were come in my home. So this event was uh, very fascinated, and that day was that day I am very uh, I am over the moon. I was over the moon, and the whole function organized is very well. So that day is memorable for me and my whole family.
Good. Very good. Okay. I will leave a comment at the end for all of you collectively. Yes. Question number 22. Describe a skill that you learned from older people. Yes. Who would like to describe a skill that you learned from older people? Yes, guys. Who would like to describe? Yes, sure.
Thanks for asking. I will tell you about my past experience about problem solving. It is very interesting for me at that time because I have learned a lot of things, a lot of knowledge from my father. At that time, I was prepared a project of my university. It is about language like Java. If I write a program on JavaScript about lines, it was very interesting project, but a little mistake made my project very bad experience I faced at that time, because I struggle a lot. I am stuck at that problem, but I haven't understand what the problem is. I am very confused and depressed at that time. I discussed this phenomena about my father with my father. My father described the problem solving technique. He told me how to solve the problem. He first of all told me, break down your problem into small events of small particles. I obeyed his how you make is a technique, and I broke down my problem into smaller parts. It was about 7 to 8 functions. Then I put each of function in the compiler. I am very surprised that only a single mistake in the smaller part of function didn't create the whole program at that time. I resolved this technique, and the other functions are running very quickly. I am very happy at that time because I have solved a big problem. Father, that how to solve the big problem.
Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Describe a long walk you ever had. Past indefinite question. Describe a long walk you ever had. Would like to explain this one?
May I reply?
Okay.
Okay. Should I start?
Yes.
Okay. One of the most memorable walks I ever had was last year when I was with my husband. We both visited the Chinar Golf Club. The experience was nothing short of magical as we strolled along the long scenic trekking path surrounded by towering chinar trees. As on one side we could see the elegant PC hotel, and from a distance the soft melodies of songs filled the air, adding a beautiful charm to the evening. The path was long and windy, with a dense forest bordering the trail as we walked. The golden hues of the setting sun painted the sky, making the moment full almost like a cinematic scene. However, as breathtaking as it was, there was also a sense of unease. Better safe than sorry. We reminded ourselves as we stayed alert, half expecting a snake or some other wild creature to appear from the bushes. Despite that, we embraced the adventure, despite that we knowing that fortune favors the bold. Whenever we felt exhausted, we would take short breaks, sit along the path, and simply absorb the beauty around us. Sometimes it's not about the destination but the journey itself. That evening, with nature's beauty surrounding us and my husband by my side, I realized that it is the simple moment like these that leave the deepest imprints on our hearts.
Right. You prepared the question by yourself or took help from somewhere?
No, I prepared it myself.
Some of the phrases.
Yeah, I took
like,
2 phrases. I took 2 phrases from the Google.
okay. Yes. All right, we discuss later. Yes, question number 24. I'm writing mistakes at the end. I will share with all of you collectively, not saying a person name. Describe an interesting song. Who would like to explain this one?
Sir, can I explain?
Yes.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity. Today, I will tell you that I listen music and I like music. The one of my favorite song is 295. The singer name is Sidhu Moosewala. He is my favorite singer. So I like his one song. That song name is 295 because 295 is related for his death anniversary. To at this reason, I will like this songs 295. I like Sidhu Moosewala
Yes. More?
or such he's belong to India, Punjabi. He's my favorite singer, and I like his song very much.
Mhm. All right. Describe an interesting discussion you had with your friend. Who would like to describe? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Who is going to explain this question? Describe an interesting discussion you had with your
May I
friend.
try?
Okay.
The one of my friend in my college time, her name was Sarah, and she is my best friend and she is my close friend. One day, I share some story of my childhood for my friend. So I share with my friend one story of my childhood. I play with I play with other friends in a street and play with the dolls and other toys. So um, I share with the story of how to I play with my friend on in street and stitch the cloth of my dolls and how I can play with toys and made me make a house of dolls and that is my childhood interesting fascinating story and I shared with my college friend uh, because she also shared me your own experience uh, for me with me and she is also share with any story of her childhood. So I discuss the story of my childhood with her.
Okay. Yes. Next question. We move 26. Describe a special
Excuse me,
gift
sir.
you received from others. Yes.
Excuse me, sir. I have to take my daughter at doctor's. May I leave, please? Will you
Oh,
send me recording later?
okay. Describe a
Thank
special cake you received from others.
Can I explain, sir?
Yes.
Thanks for giving me this opportunity. It's very much time I received a cake from my friends or parents. Sometimes my friends give me a cakes in my birthday, and sometimes my parents gifted me a cake in when I was past my 10th class. One a special cake that I would like to tell you that I will receive a special cake when I was in a hostel that I forget my birthday. Some of my friends that give me a surprise. I don't know my birthday. I forget it, and they give me a surprise cake. The main thing in the cake is the shape of cake. The shape of the cake is made as bat and ball because cricket is my favorite. So at this reason, I thought that my friend very much thinks cake is very special for me that I will receive from my friend.
All right. Okay. The same question for anyone else? 26. Yes, 26 question for anyone else.
I'd like to try.
Okay.
One of the best cakes I've ever received was from my students, because I'm a music teacher, and it was last year. It was my birthday, and I was not expecting anything because I had a busy day. But after our lesson, they brought out this homemade chocolate cake with biscuits on it, and it was not like very complicated cake, but that's what made it special. And I could tell they put a lot of effort into making it, and it actually tasted amazing. And I was really touched because it showed that they put a lot of love while making it, and it's one of those small moments that I remember.
Right. Okay. Describe someone you really like to spend time with. 27. Who is going to talk on this topic? Yes. Describe someone you really like to spend time with. Who is going to explain this question? Yes.
Sir, I try.
Okay.
The one of my my close friend. Her name is Sarah, and she is my best friend. She is a good listener, and sometime I spend time with her, and I go to shopping with her, and sometime I met with her for a restaurant and eat something like biryani and pizza and other fast food. So I spend my time with her because she is a good listener, and she kept patience for me, and she is very good girl, and she is very kind hearted lady, and she also my close friend for 4 to 5 years ago. So I share my I share my uh, some stories, and some situation like my about my study, and about my life. So I shared with her. Uh, she also shared with me. So I like to spend time with her.
Right. Okay, good. Okay. Describe something that was broken in your home and then repaired. 28. Yes, 28.
I'd like to answer it.
All right.
A few months ago, in December last year, our washing machine stopped working, and it was really bad because we had a lot of laundry to do. And my first thought was that we'd have to buy a new one, which was not a great option because uh, washing machine washing machines are expensive. But luckily, I have an uncle that knows a lot about fixing things. He checked what could have possibly gone wrong and found that the motor of our washing machine just needed cleaning. And after he fixed it, it worked like new. and it was a huge relief, and it made me realize how valuable it is to have someone in the family who knows how to repair things.
Right. Okay. Yes, good explain. A little more should be answered. Yes, question number 29. Describe a course that impressed you a lot. Yes, describe a course that impressed you a lot. Who is going to talk on this topic? Safir, Heather? Yes, Safir, Heather? Oh, anyone else? Naila, Kiran, describe a course that impressed you a lot.
Yes, sir. Thanks for asking me this question. This question is relevant to my own subject, like computer science. Today, I will tell you about the course that is relevant to the softwares. I will tell you about programming languages. These languages are very interesting. When you try to do some problem solving software or program, it is really very interesting for you because amazing things you faced in that program. These programs are interesting because a little mistakes or little commas and little small mistakes make your whole problem fault or false. There are a lot of different compilers about each programming language. Like some compilers are read the whole program and told you about your faults, and some programs read the line by line and compile the line by line program and told you about your fault urgently at a specific time. This technique is very interesting for me because when I involved in programming languages, I am surprised that I want to do it again and again. It is also very interesting because it is relevant to the modern era. When you understand the programming language,
Yes, explain. Your voice is stopped.
experience and a fruitful answer you technique is very interesting, and this technique is very popular nowadays because all are the word and all are the machinery items are running with the software and all our software are made by programming languages. There are different programming languages in the world. Some modern and some basic programming languages are Java, Pascal, COBOL, and C++. One of my best programming language was C++. It is very interesting and joyful experience of me with the C++ language. I will suggest with my elder students to be a special and to be a good in programming language and be a good programmer in the future field.
Yes, good. Explained nicely. All right, 30. Describe a person you only met once recently and want to know more. Yes.
I'll answer it.
Okay.
At a recent conference I attended, I met a woman who was a business specialist. She was really inspiring, talking about how businesses can help communities through sustainable development. And after her talk, I had a brief chat with her, and she seemed very down to earth and passionate about her work. She shared some interesting projects she's been involved in, and I was really impressed by her knowledge and experience. And I didn't get the chance to speak to her for a very long time, but I'd love to talk to her more about her career and how she made such a positive impact in her field.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yes, guys, pronunciation was not that wrong, yet other such small minor mistake. The major in 4 aspects in vocabulary. Yes, vocabulary is also not much advanced use, lacking advanced words. So let me write it, advanced words. 31 question, if somebody can explain it, then we will move to the review. Lacking advanced words. Okay. Almost. Okay. Yes. Yes, guys. Question number 31. Who would like to explain question number 31?
Sir, may
All right.
I? I can't live without my mobile because the mobile is necessary for our life, and some major uh, um, some and in my life, like I do work on it, and I practice on my IELTS language on it, like I daily practice on my listening test and reading test and writing. So the others the chat with others friends on it, and
Mhm.
people to use the mobile and chat with their family and friends, and use the mobile uh, uh, to many ways, like using some apps for social work and online working and other things. So and that's why I can't live for my mobile without my mobile.
Right. Let's talk a little about the mistakes now as you made it. Here you can see on the top fluency, a lacking one. The pauses were used a lot, like and maximum of the student, except one student I didn't observe much pauses, but the answer was short. Melisua, your answer was short, remaining beside it, fluency was okay. Repetition of word end must be avoided. I say it again and again. And I was used by 2 students a lot in cue card explanation, which is also not acceptable. You should use some sentences, like instead of saying I observed I, you should talk like it was observed by me and it was really interesting, and it was overall the scenario that I'm going to. Some were noun, some were pronoun, some were your personal pronoun, somewhere other pronoun. It was like this was, and that situation was like now, and then somewhere I. Overall, in each single sentence, if you start from I, this is also not a good level. So you should avoid must like much usage of I, and usage of word like in excess. Try to go for some alternatives. It was similar to this. It seems like, it seemed in past, and if you talk about in the present, it seems. So it seemed like that, and it was equivalent to that. Like this kind of other phrases are words to be used instead of like, and to avoid this. Grammar mistakes, like in one question that there was the question was regarding present description, present time description. And one student said, when we felt sad. So present time description means when we feel sad, right? Which time is described in this question? When you say when we felt sad, so you mean in the past. While if you are describing present tense, you should say feel sad. Present indefinite tense. That means present activities, daily routines, daily habits. But in past activity, past routines, past habits, past incidents, past situations. So be careful regarding the usage of tense. Again, tense mistake another student made. Important discussion you had. This was the question topic, and the student said, I play with my friend. So we should say I played with my friend, right? Because you had means past indefinite tense. But if after had there is third form of verb, so that means past perfect tense. Otherwise, had means the second participle for have or has. Have in the present perfect and had in the past. Now, had can be used in the present, in the past indefinite. How? For example, if you say, I have a tough timetable. So this is not present perfect, rather it is present indefinite. You know it. Now, because there is no third participle, third form of verb after that, you say, I have this busy routine. I have to do to complete my assignment. I have to focus more on. Now all these words you are using, it is the position, or it is whatever you are showing, you are talking in present indefinite. So be careful regarding the usage, and do learn, do revise if you are making
Okay, sir.
blunders in the tenses, all of you. Vocabulary usage of very was a lot by some students. They were using a lot this very word, so it must be also avoided. There are some pages I will share, inshallah, like any of the picture for our vocabulary, where we can eliminate very with those form of verbs. Instead of very, you can go for some other words as alternative to avoid the repetition of very. It is also not good. Next is lacking of advanced words. So if the student will lack advanced words regarding any topic, definitely very good, very like, I do this, very nice, very, what is this? Go for some other words. Fantastic, outstanding, this other kind of astonishing, right? Some little small common words, advanced words, if you go. And pronunciation, almost that was fine of all students, not much blunder or mistakes, right? So do focus more on pauses and grammar in tense and vocabulary to be added for each single topic, different vocab. Yeah, now there are two sources and two beautiful ways with you guys. Let me search if I can chat GPT right now. Right here, it is a little difficult. Yeah, it's not going to take it out. By the way, you have two sources. One is your MacBook, second is your ChatGPT. For instance, you give any question here in ChatGPT, any question, you put it down, and you write it, and you just say, I want some of the 5 or 7 advanced word along with meaning and example for this question. Just copy it, copy the question. It is in the same form with you guys, and you can, I hope. Now, and then just paste over there, and I'll write it down, no problem. And note those words down for yourself. If you do this will be really interesting. And if you got difficult word, so search next moment easy words, right? Try to search like that. I want some easy words, some common words, some remembered words, right? So this will enhance your way of expression. If you use one word, the further 2-3 sentences will come to your mind automatically. For tomorrow onwards, tomorrow is Saturday, we will be having a mock exam of speaking, reading, listening. For speaking, I do collect some of the recent and current exams, and I will share with you guys. Then you have to go through those questions thoroughly and try to remember the words for that and make the points within your mind. Thank you. Any question you can ask?
I have a question.
Yes.
You talked about paying attention to pauses. What are pauses?
Pauses means I was there. It was interesting. Like taking small breaks. You understand?
Oh, Okay.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
In English, we call it pauses or ew sound. It makes it like licking a fluency. Good.